Alrighty, welcome back to the Elijah Way. Very, very echoey in here, but making it do. Yeah, this is episode, not even an episode. This is actually season 7, episode 1. So, round of applause to the season 7 because it's been a long time coming, and I'm super excited to share more of the RaMelo story and the journey, and just to connect more with my audience and more of my community, because it's just a good sight just to see when I am in full effect of things. But yes, so new season, as you can see, kind of a new setup, getting that all figured out. Definitely getting some more pieces over the next coming week. But yeah, just wanted to say I'm excited to be back, and yeah, let's get season 7 on the way. Alrighty. So, first things first is football. Want to go over a little football with you guys, just because when this episode does air, it's going to be on football Sunday. So we definitely have to talk a little football. This right here that I have behind me is, the Detroit Lions football schedule. And just gonna go through some of the teams that they face this season. So, of course, this Sunday we have the Packers, which I think is going to be a really good game, just because the Packers just picked up Michael Parsons, I believe. So it should be like his kind of debut game, but the Lions have definitely been like the team to watch these last 2 years, just because of their starts. It's just been really good to see them in a good light. But same thing going with that following week. You got the Bears, who they also, like, the offensive coordinator, I believe, was our offensive coordinator at one time. So it should be pretty interesting to see. Ben Johnson. Let's see. I think we'll be able to get them together, but hopefully they don't steal too many of our schemes. But yeah, and we go to week 3, which is the Ravens. I think that will probably be one of our hard games. You got the Browns and then the Bengals. I don't know. Those are like toss-up games, just because the Browns, I believe, we can take them, but in the Bengals, you got Joe Burrow, and if they're like hitting the nail in their strides at the beginning of the season, I think they will be able to make it far and actually like make a push to the Super Bowl, just because these last few years we haven't really been seeing him be a factor, and I think maybe this is the actual year for that. Um, you got the Chiefs. We already know with Patrick Mahomes and Taylor Swift's team. We already know what that's gonna look like. um, the Buccaneers, I believe the Buccaneers beat us last year. Um, if I'm not mistaken, yeah, they definitely did. And I'm thinking the Lions gonna be looking for a get back on that. You got to buy, and then the Vikings and the Commanders. I believe we looking at the Commanders and we're like, all right, we on y'all head. The Eagles, Super Bowl champs, Giants. Then we got the Packers again. I believe that's the Thanksgiving game. Um, Cowboys. Oh, we slapped them up. The Rams. Matty Stafford. Steelers and the Vikings, and then to be determined, I guess. But yes, that is the Lions' schedule. I can see us like winning majority of these games, but I do think it's not going to be as easy as last year. Um, just because there's a lot of teams that gotten better. Our conference is actually a good conference. And I don't know if you have seen the standings last season, but we definitely like us, the Packers, the Vikings, and then now you throw in the Bears. Like the NFC North definitely can be like all top contending championship teams, and yeah, which leads into kind of my next question of who's gonna make it to the Super Bowl, and I just think the Lions can sneak in there. Like they've been teetering it the last 2 years. I think that I just think they can make some noise if everyone stays healthy and everything lines up perfectly. You know. But yes, that is NFL talk. I will be doing highlights of the game versus the Packers week 1 right after it airs. But yes, that is football talk. All that I have with you. Coming up with a better name for it. Thinking like football frenzy with Mello. That actually sounds pretty good. But yeah, that is football frenzy with RaMelo. Alrighty, we're gonna do a brief talk about basketball. Just showing you when the NBA season really starts and kick up. We got October is these first preseason games. Knicks and 76ers, Sixers, 76ers. And it looks like Media Day is September 29th. So NBA is slowly approaching in this next month. And it looks like the start of the season would be the October 21st. And it got the Rockets versus the defending champs, and then you got the Warriors versus the Lakers. And I think uh, the Lakers could beat the Warriors just because this whole Kuminga situation is definitely becoming a burden. I think they need to trade him and just go about their ways. I just don't see him making an impact to the team anymore. I don't know. But yeah, and the Thunder versus the Rockets should be pretty cool too. Sorry, sending that text out. Yeah, you got the defending champs, which is the Thunder. Then you got the new look Rockets with KD. Um, I don't know. I'm not really sold all the way on the Rockets just yet, but just gotta see how they mesh and things to that nature. But yeah, that is NBA for now. Like I said, this season is about almost month and a half ish away, but looking forward to it. Definitely looking forward to the Pistons and the Warriors to see what they're going to do this year. But yeah, that is NBA talk for now. Alrighty. So we're moving on to the next topic of the podcast, which is the Vampire Diaries. I just started rewatching this show. I didn't see this show since when I was younger. And just on this rewatch, it's definitely been insightful and also interesting. Um, this and Twilight, and then like Teen Wolf, they're like all kind of similar, like very very similar in the beginning. But yeah, like the story, the setting is like Mystic Falls, like down the south, like it's normal times, like kind of 2010, like 2009, and then you just kind of put vampires into it with all the history and like baggage from their time. It's kind of blending into the new time. Not trying to spoil too much, but I think it's pretty good in the flow of the first season because I know how it gets like further on, but just watching it back for the first like second time really, these first like 5 episodes, they're not too bad. It starts off a little slow, but it gives you that that sorry, I was looking at this stat. It said Killing Clark was out for a season. Kind of crazy, but yeah. So Vampire Diaries, it just the first few episodes, it definitely gives you more of that Twilight Teen Wolf vibe in the beginning, but their rules for vampires is still typically the same, but you're getting more and more into it as you watch. But favorite characters so far, I would definitely have to say Bonnie, which I've always been a huge fan of Bonnie, just because she's the witch and how her arc is now. She's really just finding out her powers and everything. So just in the beginning, they don't really give her a lot of like screen time. She's definitely a side character, but as the season progresses, you see more of her. My least favorite character, I don't want to say Elena. That's the main character, but I'll probably have to say, like, I don't know. I don't really like Stefan or Damon. It's kind of funny because like Stefan pretends to be good, but like he just as bad as Damon, like sometimes, and it just like because he allows the things to happen. He'd be like, "Oh, I'm too weak. I can't do this. I can't do that." I'm like, man, get in the paint, bro. But yeah, those two, or I'll even say freaking Caroline. I hated Caroline in the beginning. She definitely knows how to annoy me. But far as the plot and the story just that's coming in these next like 5 episodes, I'm looking forward to it because it definitely picks up like in a point of this to where you be like, oh man, like it's actually getting like good. The story is investing, and there's something about these like 2008, like 9 shows, because it always starts like just like that. Like the first season, just be like, okay, it's getting you interested into it, but then once you get to that second and third, you're like hooked, and I'm like, dang. But that is the Vampire Diaries. Want to show something real clip. show something real quick, not real clip. No. Funny. Hold on. Let me see. Let me see. What? It's a good clip. Not this movie. Ass out. Just show a little bit of that. Yo. Crave a little. What the heck? Not gonna lie, seeing this on a CW and it says like 14 years ago, it's definitely a nostalgia. Wouldn't be vampires without lust, but that's just a little inside of the Vampire Diaries. If you guys are interested in watching it, it is on Max, Peacock, and Hulu. But yes, that's the Vampire Diaries. Alrighty, so continuing with TV shows. Um, the next thing that I did wanted to talk to you guys about, just to start a little poll going. I wanted to show these shows and see which ones should I get back into watching. The first one is Danny Phantom, obviously. I really loved this show growing up. I thought this show was pretty cool, and yeah, it's just a nice show from the past, and yeah, it's about Danny, Danny Phantom. uh, I just seen the other one. Give me 1 second. I hope. Let's see. Not the cast. But this was another show that I wanted to rewatch again. Let me just go off the images, apparently. But yeah, this is X-Men Evolution. Used to watch this when I was younger too. So we got Danny Phantom, X-Men Evolution. We got this show, Iron Man, Iron Avenger. I don't know if folks remember these shows, but Danny Phantom, Iron Man, and X Men Evolution. Those are the three shows that I want to get back into, but I want to help you guys make me pick one. So I'm gonna share a little poll once I get the episode out of these three episodes, and we'll go from there. But just wanted to slightly introduce them just to see if any of you guys heard of them and are fans of these shows just like I am. But yeah, just make sure you guys do the poll. I'll post it on X. I'm gonna see how I can get it on Instagram. But yeah, follow me at RaMelo_3, Ramel_Elijah on X. Cool, cool. This next topic of the podcast is movies. So, I am going to show you guys the new trailer for him, which I am lined it up to go see this movie. I think this movie is going to be one of Jordan Peele's best movie. I did enjoy Nope. I did enjoy Candyman. I did enjoy Us and Get Out. But there's something about this movie that's going to stand out, and it just it is on the goosebumps factor when I look at this movie. But Marlon Wayans is in this movie. I think he's gonna be very great in his role. Just to see him be the dying athlete and trying to take advantage of this young athlete. So this movie is going to be very interesting, and I'm looking forward to watching it. I believe it's September 19th, but here is the most recent trailer. He wants to be the GOAT. Not again. Whoa. Jeez. Whoa. This movie, man, it is going to be crazy, dude. But yes, that is him, September 19th. Alrighty, so guys, this is kind of the last part of the podcast. There's this new thing since I'm starting back up in September. Halloween is still a month-ish away out, but each episode I do, I want to recommend a scary movie to you guys. So just because I am a huge fan of watching scary movies during the Halloween season, as in fall getting more here and approaching us. But yeah, the movie I wanted to recommend today is Halloween 4, The Return of Michael Myers. Um, this movie I really enjoyed. This movie, I thought like out of the franchise, I think this is top 4 or 5 for me, just because I like to go back to this one a lot. And yeah, I'm gonna show you a clip of it really fast. 1988, by the way. So quiet. Oh, it's right there. Nope, it's not available. Cool. Oh, he's dead. Why she ran up the stairs like that? Uh oh. This is Halloween 4. I don't want to show all of the clip, but I am going to save this because I'm going to show a little bit more on the next podcast. Well, you guys can't see that. This is unreleased things that's coming up. Halloween playlist. And I'm gonna make this public for you guys. Yeah. But yes, remember, every episode I'm gonna try and share a Halloween movie that's a favorite of mine. And yeah, I'm going to let you guys know that. And yeah, happy almost Halloween. And we're gonna end this on a good note and tell you to go stream some of my music here. Um, my latest project is called 25. Uh, got these nice collection of songs here, and I want you guys to just stay tuned because I have a new single dropping. It's called Fever Dream, and it is coming at the end of this month. and just wanted to tell you guys to tap in because I have new music coming. I'm streaming now frequently, and I'm gonna share more to you about that on my socials. Um, and yeah, more podcast episodes coming. Just stay tuned because RaMelo is here to stay. And yeah, we got more content coming. Deuces.